Hey you guys, coming at you today to talk about the 3-day sample boxes and the power of growth in numbers of what these sample boxes can do for people, and why I think they're so magical in terms of being able to work immediately and to help people grow really fast instantaneously. So I'm going to use this beautiful whiteboard back here to show you those numbers, but before I get started, I just wanted to throw this up in the camera view because these are so beautiful. I love these boxes. This one is our 3-day weight loss and gut health box, and then of course we have our 3-day skincare line box for Joyum. In each of the boxes is 4 products a day for 3 days. The health and weight loss one is Slim, MetaBurn, Lean, and Active Energy Drink. The Joyum skincare is Slim, Collagen, Night Cream, and Day Cream. One of the best parts about these 3-day samples, actually 2 parts. Number 1, they're super cheap, 20 bucks. Number 2, they actually work in 3 days. If that was not the case, promoting them would not make a whole lot of sense. But the beauty here is that people actually get to taste and test our products and see the results in those 3 days. And 9 times out of 10, if not more, people buy a final full subscription of our product for the next 30 days and beyond. The 3-day boxes also come with a $20 coupon that they can use for an order of $99 or above, and oftentimes can be layered with a current incentive to give them an incredible opportunity to get their first month's order for dirt cheap, honestly. The thing that I love the most about these beauty boxes is the ability for anybody to offer them to their friends easily in a non-intimidated environment. So a lot of people, well, one of the reasons why, let me back up there. One of the reasons why, if they get started on a 3-day, that they're very unintimidated to offer to other people is because they're already experiencing it themselves. They're trying it, they're loving it. It is a no-brainer to reach out to your friends and say, hey, I just tried a 3-day sample box with Plexus. It was incredible. This is what I experienced. This is how I felt. This is the weight I lost. This is the chronic pain that went away. This is the better sleeping that happened at night. I'm jumping on board with a full month supply. You should totally try this. Samples are 20 bucks. Do you want in? That's it. Now let's look at what happens if you have growth in this area. I started a girl last week on this, brand new to the company, and I just jumped right into the $3 samples only, okay? She immediately had 5 people say yes. All right, that's awesome. We have 5. Don't even tell me. My 5, we'll call them SBs, okay? My oh so good marker went away, you guys. I just used this and it worked beautifully. Hold on a second. Let's see if you can see that. You can't really see that, but you can see the number 5 at least, right? So you have 5 sample boxes out the door. They're going to start on Monday, okay? At that point, she's going to be checking in with them. This is kind of an important aspect of this as well. She's going to check in with them right away Monday morning, send them a message, maybe a selfie with her pink drink, and say, hey, have you gotten started yet? I'm super excited for you to experience this and for me to hear how you love this. Throughout the day, there's check-in points. How are you doing? Usually when I'm doing a sample box, I do that morning check-in and an evening check-in, and I just ask what they thought of day 1. By day 2, I'm saying, how are you feeling? Did you see some results already in day 1? By the end of day 2, I am saying, aren't you excited to share this with your friends? Okay? So by day 2, I'm already suggesting, here's a sample, and tell your friends to do this with you. If they don't do it at that point, it's most certainly a given that will happen at the time that they order their products, and we are going to turn around and get them on board with sharing and earning an income with Plexus. Okay, so what happens when 5 people do the exact same thing? Let's just assume you have 5 people also get 5 yeses. Each of them gets 5 yeses for the following week, right? You have 25 new people in the following week's sample group just from this one group. Your first group of 5 now has 5 new people, okay? So now you're at, oh my gosh, this is really not gonna work. I'm gonna put this on paper and I'll just hold it up. I'm sorry, you guys. I promise you, I just used this and it worked just fine. And now all of a sudden it's not working for me. So now we have 25 new people in the sample group, right? And so that's 30 people on your team. So this girl started last week, right? If this all plays out for her, when is she gonna go gold? Week 2, right? And let's say that those 5 people are not as successful as she was and she only gets half those numbers. That is going to be 12 to 13 people into the following week's sample group. And if they all sign on, she's going to be looking at 17 to 18 people on her team by week 2. Now let's say we are working with those 12 people instead of the 25 number, right? So if 25 people and they successfully add 5 people each, you are at 60 people. 60 new people the following Monday from that for this individual and her team. One person who signed underneath me. 60 new people the following Monday. Let's say those people don't have as much luck as the previous week. And only half the people show up or say yes or what have you. You still have 30 new people in the 3-day sample group the following week. So let's look at the lower numbers. She got 12 in the first week, 30 in the second week, plus her original 5 that she had started this whole trickle down effect with. She is now at 47 people signed onto her team within 3 weeks. Now, here's a couple of things about this that I just feel are so much more impactful than a lot of the other processes that we have. I still think it's important to eventually teach the other processes, but when you're, let's take send, share, invite. It's a little bit more time consuming. It's a little bit more intricate in terms of somebody watching a video and whether or not they're going to buy into a full package on the video. It's not going to happen as fast, right? Events are amazing. We've had insane growth on events. Those are awesome. But ultimately, we still have people who they miss out on the event. They don't show up, things of that nature. When somebody puts their money on the table, even if it's only 20 bucks, and then they put the product in their mouth, now you have immediate impact. And you can roll from one 3-day sample event with your people in that 3-day sample event right into the next one the following Monday, where the people who are signed on are immediately growing in large numbers already within the next 5 days by getting the actual product into people's hands. And that is probably the most powerful thing that you can do with our Plexus lineup, is actually have people taking the products. There's really no argument, if you will, or debate about whether or not they work or whether or not they're worth the money when somebody can actually feel the effect. And for all of those reasons, these 3-day sample boxes are something that if I would really encourage all of you to run with, because you can grow those numbers very fast. And if somebody is currently experiencing a 3-day sample box, they are going to have no problem turning around to their friends and say, I loved this. The family environment was amazing. I learned a lot. I feel amazing. You should do this. It's only 20 bucks. I'd love to have you on board with me. Okay? So I just wanted to kind of show you guys those numbers and how fast that can grow when you're going from 1 week into the next, and the power behind the 3-day actually getting the product in someone's hands. We have incredible effectiveness rate, or that's not what I'm trying to say. Incredible success rate with people moving from a 3-day right into a package. And on a lot of teams across Plexus, we're seeing 1,000, 2,000 point increases on a team in any given month. And when you look at these numbers, it's not hard to imagine how that's happening using the 3-day sample. All right, you guys, those are my words of wisdom.